If you look at the last census back in 2006, we saw an alarming stat around Aboriginal completion rates for Year 12 students, which was at 22%. And that kind of, is quite alarming, and that's something that, from my perspective and, I guess the broader community, Aboriginal community, is how do we get our students and Aboriginal communities to think that education is a really critical part of our life and moving forward to create opportunities. So from that stat alone, I think the beauty about having the Aboriginal Power Cup, which is for secondary students, Aboriginal students, it gives us an opportunity to not only lay the foundation, but also put in some really good mechanisms and supports in place to assist schools and families and communities to get our kids through to completing Year 12 and then on to further education and employment, obviously.
Yeah, a program like the Aboriginal Power Cup, if I had that when I was back at school, would have been an unbelievable experience. I think it would have given me an opportunity to mix with other Indigenous or Aboriginal kids from the other schools in an environment where a learning environment, all about what are you going to do when you get older, your career pathways, whether it's going to be a trade or go on to further education at university. Just to be around that sort of environment which the Power Cup provides would have been a huge benefit.
I was fortunate enough to my schooling. I had a lot of support with Aboriginal programs, and I'm really passionate about this because I know every school doesn't exactly have that, and this is a great way for kids to have the pathways through school and into, I suppose, education or even a job. So it's just a great thing to do, and I think that it's an opportunity that every Aboriginal kid should get.
And I'm told you to be patient, and I'm told you to be fine, and I'm told you to be balanced, and I'm told you to be kind, and now all your love is wasted, and then who the hell was I? And I'm breaking at the bridges, and at the end of all your life.
2008, when the Aboriginal Power Cup first started, we had 6 schools and 125 students. And last year in 2014, we had 32 schools and 392 students complete. So we've seen participation rates obviously really increase, but the stat that we're really proud of is that we've been able to increase school completion in Year 12 and the kids gaining a SACE unit out of completing the Aboriginal Power Cup grow by 10% each year.
I had no idea in Year 12 what I was going to do after school, so when I was at the Aboriginal Power Cup I attended one of the career sessions. Got talking with some of the people at the university, and they told me how much support and that not to be afraid to move away from home, and that kind of hinted me to want to go to university and study to become a nurse. So 3 years on now, I'm just a registered nurse and moving to the Northern Territory.
I think the Aboriginal Power Cup has achieved a lot, but there's still a long way to go. And that's why we really love the idea of having partnerships with the government, partnerships with the corporate world to help create the next generation of young people. We want to work with the individuals, the families and the communities and have those wraparound supports in place for the kids to be able to strive and really have the opportunities that any kid, Aboriginal or non-Aboriginal, should have going into the future. We want to be the change that we want to see in the world.